Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 So हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे हैं शिक्षाष्टकम 6th वर्स, और जिसको नहीं पता है क्या है वो उनके लिए अष्टकम मीन्स 8, शिक्षा मीन्स teachings. So teachings of devotional service summarized in 8 verses. That's Shikshashtakam, which is given to us by Lord Chaitanya. Now we are on 6th verse, and everybody knows what 6th verse of Shikshashtakam. You know, all of you? What is that? Nayanam Galada Shrudham Pulkaya Nichitam Vabu Kada Tav Nama Grahane Bhavishyati. So that is Shikshashtakam. That is the 6th verse. Nayanam Galada Shrudhare Vatnam Gadgada Rudhyagira Pulkaya Nichitam Vapu Kada Tav Nama Grahane Bhavishyati. Meaning is that Lord Chaitanya is saying in this verse that Naina means eyes, Galadashru means tears. So when will tears flow from my eyes? When will Gadgada Rudhya Gira, Gira means voice, Gadgada means tremble. When will my voice tremble? When I will chant the holy names of Lord. And Pulkar Nichitam Vapugada. Pulkar, you understand? Hair standing. When will my hair stand on end? When I will chant the holy names of God. Tava Nama Grahane Bhavishyati. Tava Nam Grahane. When I chant Nam Grahane means when I take your holy name, then when will all these things happen to me? So the point of this verse is Mahaprabhu is telling what is the goal of chanting. That's what is teaching here. The goal of chanting. We are chanting. Why we are chanting? To attain what? That's a question, no? Okay. What do you want to chant? So, what do you want? Krishna will ask you, what do you want from me? So, this is from Prabhupada's quoting. This is there's a book. What's that? Philosophy. Discourses on philosophy. Something by Prabhupada. Prabhupada is discussing with Shyam Sundar philosophy. And Prabhupada is saying, this is said by Prabhupada. So the book's name is Spiritual Dialects. You read? Doubts Beyond Illusion. What's that name? Book. Beyond Illusion and Doubts. Spiritual Dialect. That was the original name of the book. In that book, Prabhupada is discussing with Shyam Sundar Prabhu. He is a devotee. And Prabhupada is saying about this verse. And he is saying, Nayanam Galadu Shrudhara Chakshusha Pravrashaitam. What is that verse? Nayanam Galadu Shrudhara Pulkar Nichitam Vapu Gada Tav Nama Grahane Bhavishyati. There is dissatisfaction that when my heart will be throbbing, when torrents of rain will come out of my eyes. See? When my speech will be faltering, when that day will come. That means this ordinary way he is not satisfied. That is ecstatic summit. One becomes like madman chanting Hare Krishna. Everybody can see? You can see? You can come here? Why are you sitting? Why do you want to sit there? So, what is Prabhupada saying here? So, first point is, Prabhupada is saying this verse is helping us understand we are chanting so that one day our eyes will also become full of tears with this hope. No? Is it? It's not Hare Krishna gone. It's not about sleep. It's not about tiredness. One day when we'll chant, our eyes will become full of tears. Our hairs will stand on end. When we'll speak Hare Krishna, we'll not be able to chant. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was in Jagannath Puri. Everybody knows. And in Jagannath Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the night, he used to chant Hare. And in the morning, Krishna. He couldn't chant. After Hare, he couldn't chant. His voice got choked. So you see, that is devotion. So when you have love for God, you will not be able to chant His name. Your voice will get choked. You understanding, everybody? So that's the stage we want. These symptoms we want. And that is the goal of chanting. That is ecstatic summit. Chanting Hare Krishna. The goal of chanting. Why do we want this? That's another question. But you have to achieve this platform. If you don't have tears in your eyes while you're chanting, then you will have tears in your eyes for some other things, no? You'll suffer. But anyway, you have to get tears in your eyes. So either when you chant holy name, or either you suffer in this word. Okay, now the question is, do you see anything special in this statement? This said by Prabhupada. Do you see anything special? Just read that statement and tell me.
This ordinary way is not satisfied.
Okay,
just chanting.
So, yeah, okay, good. So, that's good. Anybody? No, you can see?
He's completely absorbed in chanting.
This is something.
Ordinary way he is not satisfied. The emotions are feeling and happy.
Anybody else can you can read from there? चश्मा तो नहीं लगा वरना देख नहीं पाओगे. Okay, so what?
Become a madman.
So most important point. There are two important points which Prabhupada is saying in his statement. This is Prabhupada speaking. These are discussions. And when Prabhupada is speaking, he is speaking from a realized platform. So the first important point in this verse is there is dissatisfaction. That's the first important point which you have to keep in mind. कुछ आता है, कुछ नहीं आता है इनमें. So we have dissatisfaction. You see? So Prabhupada is saying, Prabhupada is quoting, when Mahaprabhu is chanting, he is feeling dissatisfied and not satisfied. Now why? Are you not supposed to feel satisfied when you are chanting? But Mahaprabhu is feeling dissatisfied. So what's happening? Like, is he in illusion or we are in illusion? Somebody has to be in illusion now. So who is right? Prabhupada is saying Mahaprabhu is feeling dissatisfied. Because of that dissatisfaction, tears are coming in his eyes. No? Is it? That's why a person weeps, no? When you're dissatisfied, when you're in anxiety, when you're frustrated. Is it? When you're happy, then you don't weep. Sometimes tears come when you're very happy. But generally, when you're dissatisfied, you weep. So Mahaprabhu is chanting holy name, he's dissatisfied and tears are coming. And this verse says that, no, when will tears come to my eyes? So why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dissatisfied?
Separation.
Because there's no limit to there's no end to chanting. There's no end to the life.
Well, okay, something else. That's okay, but you have to qualify. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is hoping for a day when tears will come in his eyes.
Right now it's not coming.
Right now it's not coming. So he is dissatisfied, no? With his chanting, he is dissatisfied. In humility, he is saying, I am dissatisfied by my chanting because I am not getting tears in my eyes. You see? That is a mood of a devotee. So we should all, when we are chanting, we should be dissatisfied. We are satisfied because we are chanting holy names. We are satisfied because we don't want anything from this material world. We don't want money, we don't want name, we don't want fame. That's okay. But we are dissatisfied because still, when we chant, we don't have tears in eyes. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is expressing a dissatisfaction. So, dissatisfaction is the aim. We want to become materially dissatisfied and spiritually dissatisfied. We are not satisfied with material world, no? Who is satisfied? Nobody. Anybody has satisfaction? I am dissatisfied. Okay, good. That's good. Because if you are satisfied there, then you will never come to Krishna. So we are dissatisfied. And in spiritual life also we want to become dissatisfied. Because if you become satisfied in spiritual life, then your spiritual life is over. No? Okay, Prabhuji, how many rounds you are chanting? 4 rounds. Are you satisfied? I am very satisfied. Okay, good. Then never increase your rounds. You see, so we have satisfaction also that I am chanting, but we have more dissatisfaction that I have to increase. When you are chanting 16 rounds, still you are dissatisfied. That, yes, I am chanting in an ordinary way. Prabhupada says, ordinary way, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, okay. But what is the main thing? Feelings and tears. Where are those tears? So that dissatisfaction we have. So we are hoping for something, and that produces dissatisfaction. No? Is it? That's a Mahapurush dissatisfied. So somebody asks you, what is the aim of chanting? What you will say? Dissatisfied. And then he'll say, I will never come here. Of course, to ordinary people we say we will have peace, satisfaction, that's okay. But we understand that in devotional life we understand, ultimately we want dissatisfaction. No? You understand? So that's very important point which Prabhupada is mentioning in his discussions. Never be satisfied in spiritual life. You can be dissatisfied in material life. That's very good. Or you can be satisfied with the feeling that I don't want anything else from material world. You understand? It's both same thing, no? Same thing. I am frustrated with this material world. So okay, I'll sit in my home. I don't want anything. So somebody asks, why are you sitting at home? I am frustrated with this material world. I am satisfied sitting alone. Okay? That is good. So now you're sitting, now you're chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So okay, fine. You're chanting Hare Krishna. Are you satisfied? Yes, I am satisfied because I am taking holy name. But then again I am dissatisfied because I have to advance. Is it? So suppose if you come to America and you get admission in Harvard University. Harvard? Stanford maybe. Okay, fine. So you're satisfied you're in Stanford, no? It's difficult to get in Stanford. It's like dreams. So you get admission in Stanford, you're very happy, satisfied, okay. I worked so hard, I got admission in Stanford. But you're failing again and again. You're not passing. You're still in first year. After 20 years, you're in first year. So then you have also dissatisfaction, no? Come on, I have to go forward. What's happening? So that's the point. So in spiritual life, we have both satisfaction and dissatisfaction. Prabhupada says in one of his small books, Elevation to Krishna Consciousness, spiritual life is both satisfaction and dissatisfaction, separation and meeting. It's both sentiments going together. You see, if you just have one sentiment, then there is a problem. There is a problem. You have 2 eyes, no? You are Bhanga. Bhanga, you understand? You don't have 1 eye, no? So one is for satisfaction, one is for... Always remember that. So if you are only satisfied, you don't advance. If you are only dissatisfied, you become depressed. You should have both. Then it's a healthy thing. And what is more important? Satisfaction or dissatisfaction? Dissatisfaction, because we should go forward. That's our goal. So just like a millionaire, is he satisfied? No. Because he wants to become billionaire. And when he becomes billionaire, he is satisfied?
No, trillionaire.
He wants to become trillionaire. Similarly, we are like that. When we chant 2 rounds, are we satisfied? No, we want to chant 3. Chant 3 rounds, are you satisfied? No, 16. Chant 16 rounds, are you satisfied? No. I want to chant and I want to get tears in my eyes. I want to get, when my hairs will stand, I want to get the symptoms of love of God. The symptoms of love of God, no? So you see, it is all perspective. It is all how you see devotional life. So if you see devotional life with satisfaction, you don't advance. It's perspective, no? If you see devotional life with dissatisfaction, you advance. So that is why knowledge is important. If you don't have knowledge, then you see something in a different way, and you are just lying there only. Like, okay, many people come to me, they ask how many rounds you're chanting. They say, Prabhuji, I will not speak lie. Okay, tell me. Okay, so I am chanting 2 rounds since 5 years. But I don't speak lie. I tell them, okay, you can speak lie, it's better speak lie and chant more. So you see, that's the point. So dissatisfaction is a aim. And another point we can understand from this verse is, nothing is bad. Nothing is bad. Even dissatisfaction is not bad. So we think dissatisfaction is bad, no? We think dissatisfaction, disturbance, anxiety, it is bad. No. Everything can be used in service of God. How do you use dissatisfaction in service of God? How do you use? I just told. You use dissatisfaction in service of God. How? Because if you're dissatisfied, you will have more enthusiasm to serve. So you're using dissatisfaction. You're using dissatisfaction so that you become detached from this material world. This nonsense. So it is the matter how you use things. Just like Prabhupada gave that example, knife. So you can use a knife to kill or to do surgery. Anything. It depends. So you can use dissatisfaction. So Mahaprabhu is teaching us. When Prabhupada is mentioning, Mahaprabhu is dissatisfied. By this verse, Mahaprabhu is teaching us how to use dissatisfaction in service of God. It's important. See? So that's what is there in that verse. In that what Prabhupada is speaking, it's there in that Prabhupada's lines, if you look carefully. Okay, and another thing is, you can also use disturbance in service of God. Now people say my mind is disturbed. They say, no, my mind is disturbed so much, Prabhu, what should I do? I can't chant, I can't do this, I can't do this. So how do you use disturbance in service of God? Just as you use dissatisfaction in service of God, you can also use disturbance in service of God. How? How do you do that? You can't, first of all, you can't avoid disturbance. That if you think that, you're a fool. It's not a utopian world. It's not a dreamland. You will get disturbed. Some situation, some person, something will happen. It's impossible to get not disturbed in this material world, because the name of this material world is Dukhalyam, no? So something, either your body will disturb you or your mind or some people, some situation. So what to do? You can't stop disturbance, but you can use disturbance to advance. Just like we can't stop dissatisfaction, they can use dissatisfaction. So how to use disturbance in service of God? If you can understand that trick, you don't get disturbed. Finish. So what do?
Take it as mercy of God.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
It's happening because of our own.
No, but how do you use disturbance in service of God? That's what I'm asking. That's my question.
Being dissatisfied with the material world.
Dissatisfaction is different, disturbance is different. Okay, I understand your point.
It probably gives an estimate of whether...
Where I stand.
It gives a test, self-assessment.
No, so how do you use in service? That's my asking. You're
that
assessing.
gives inspiration. I'm still not there.
Okay.
I need to put more effort.
Mm-hmm.
So Hanuman burned Lanka, so it was a disturbance. He really served God.
Maybe you're right. I think about it. Hanuman disturbed Ravan. And that was service to God, no? So that way you can use disturbance. This is disturbance to others, giving others. And then you are serving God. But how do you use disturbance when you are disturbed and you want to use it in service of God? How do you do that?
Srila Prabhupada has that example probably. When his business was going wrong and so many disturbances in his family life, he renounced things that are unfavorable.
Okay, good.
Accepted.
Okay, that's one thing you are saying. So if you're disturbed, so how do you use disturbance? Tell me
Probably
what do you mean.
He took the disturbance to the next level by performing necessary renunciation. So that facilitated him to perform much better service.
Okay, that way, but it's not common thing, no? It's not applicable to everybody. Everybody cannot renounce. You are renouncing your life, houses or what? I want that is okay. What is the general answer?
By making God happy. By making God happy.
What's that? So how are you using disturbance? Like that. So the point is, how do you use disturbance? Whenever your mind is disturbed,
Chant loudly Hare Krishna.
whenever your mind is disturbed, you can use this disturbance to actually pray to Krishna. Because in disturbance you pray more deeply. Is it? So you can use disturbance to intensify your prayers. That is service. Praying to God is service, no? Vandanam. That's service. So that's how we use disturbance. If you don't have disturbance, you will not pray to God intensely. You will pray but not so intense. It will not be so intense. Is it? So whenever we are in problems, like if you go to hospital, people are diseased, what they speak? Hey Ram, Hey Ram. They speak, no? When they are okay, nobody takes holy name. So in disturbance, वो कहानी दुख में स्मरण सब करें, सुख में करे ना करे.
जो सब सुमिरन सुख में करे तो दुख काहे को.
So that's the point. So in sorrows, everybody pray to God. Why? Because it's natural. It becomes natural. So disturbance helps you to do devotion naturally. You naturally become more surrendered to God. It helps you. So that is why being disturbed is good sometimes. So the point is, don't become disturbed by disturbance. That's the point.
But you need to be very strong and determined.
What's happening to him? Disturbance, huh? So how do you use this in service of God? So you need to be strong. You need to know, have some knowledge. That's all. And practice. Whenever you get disturbed, increase your prayers. Use that disturbance to pray. Whenever you will pray, when you are disturbed, your prayer will be very strong, intense. So it's good. Whenever you get disturbed, oh Krishna, thank you, I am getting disturbed. Now I'll pray to you. This is good moment to pray to you, because my voice will reach to you, because I will pray from my heart. See? So you are using disturbance in service of God. You can use Maya in service of God. This is devotee. How do you use Maya in service of God? Maya is our enemy, no? She is stopping us, no? She wants to stop us from approaching God. But devotee can use Maya in service of God. How?
Whatever he has or she has,
everything. Simple.
Use in service of God.
This is Maya. We are using in service of God.
Yeah.
This TV is Maya.
Everything is Maya around us.
Yeah, it's all made of Maya, no? Illusion. It is designed to distract us. That's Maya.
Yeah.
TV is designed to distract us. That's why they made TV. This laptop, everything is designed to distract us. That was the purpose of its invention. But we are using now in service of God. We are using Maya in service of God. Maya means distraction, no? Simple. Is it? So we are using Maya in service of God. That is why, or even anxiety you can use in service of God. How? That anyway is easy.
Does that mean, Prabhu, that we have to create the disturbance to increase our intensity?
Okay, I'll come to this question. Good question. Even anxiety you can use.
When you're in anxiety, you can use opportunity of having anxiety.
Yes, anxiety is spiritual anxiety. You can be anxious to serve God. Is it? That's a good anxiety. Just like Ram told Hanuman, go and find Sita. So that was anxiety, no? You read Ramayana, everybody was anxious. Where is Sita? We can't find. So much time has passed. Like 1 month, Ram gave 1 month's time. 1 month time was over. And all them, Hanuman, Jamban, everybody was saying, well, now we can't go back because what's the point, We didn't find Sita. And now let's sit here, fast and die. And at that time, who was that? Sampati. He came and he told, okay, there is Sita. So they were like safe that way. So spiritual anxiety is good. Prabhupada said, spiritual anxiety will help you to serve Krishna more and more and more and more. And that is why Gita says, Buddha bhav, dadami buddhi, yogam tam. That is buddhi. That is intelligence, transcendental knowledge. We have heard this transcendental knowledge, 4th chapter. That is transcendental knowledge. Devotees are very intelligent that they will use everything in service of God. Whatever Maya designs to block you, very same thing we will use in service of God. It is intelligence, no?
Yukta Vairagya.
Yeah. If an enemy comes to you to kill with a knife, you take his knife and kill him. That's intelligence. That's better intelligence rather than you find another knife. So Maya is coming to destroy you, you use Maya to serve Krishna. That is good intelligence. So for example, this example is given of Dhruva. So when Yamraj, he came to take Dhruva, what did he do? The plane was standing there and Yamraj was standing here. So a plane came from Vaikuntha to take Dhruva. And when Dhruva was about to go on the plane, Yamraj came in between. He told, no, you can't go. You have to die. So what he did? Dhruva actually stepped on the head of Yamraj and went to and climbed the plane. He used Yamraj's staircase. He said. So you see, he was intelligent, no? He just climbed on the head and went on the plane. That's all, finished. That's what Bhagavatam says. So that is intelligence, no? You need intelligence, no, to defeat the enemy. So that is why Mahaprabhu is teaching us with this verse, Nayanam Galada Shrudharaya, that how devotee is intelligent, how you use dissatisfaction in service of God. You understand? What my point? Important, no? So, and that was the meaning of. That's why Prabhupada says here, there is dissatisfaction. Okay? So Prabhupada's statements are very deep. This Prabhupada book, Beyond Illusion and Doubt, Beyond Illusions and Doubt. This book is there. Go and read. Okay. Anything else you can see in this verse, in this line, Prabhupada's statement?
Which line? Last line?
In this.
Whole line.
There are many things which I can see. Anything unusual. Just like there was unusual, Prabhupada is saying, there's dissatisfaction. We learn many things, no? Huh? What heart throbbing? I'm a doctor, I can stop that. What's so special in that? Tell me.
It's throbbing really like fast.
That's the ecstatic song.
Summit, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's okay. So what's so special? That I already told, it's goal of chanting. Okay, another point you see in this line is, so everybody can read this, no? There is dissatisfaction that when my heart will be throbbing, when torrents of rain will come from my eyes. Prabhupada is saying, when my speech will be faltering, when that day will come. That means this ordinary way, Mahaprabhu is not satisfied. He is not satisfied. This ecstatic summit, one becomes like mad when chanting Hare Krishna. Another next point you can note, this again and again, when is coming. When. See, when torrents of rain will come out of my eyes, when my speech will falter, when that day will come, when my heart will throb. When. That is very important, because generally now we have what and why, but not when. So we know what to do for Krishna. Chant, prasadam, service, preaching. Why to do, we know. Because if we do for Krishna, He'll become pleased. But when we don't have in our life, when that day will come when Krishna will accept me? That question is not there in our heart, no. We have two questions. Whenever you have meeting, what do you discuss? Okay, what service we should do, why they should be done. But nobody discussed this, when that day will come and we'll attain love of God. Anybody discussed till now? No, we don't have that question in our heart. So that's, ultimately this is the main, you have to approach platform of when. Nayanam vala shrudhara, when will tears come from my eyes? That stage you have to achieve. The stage when you are ready to question when, not just what and why. You see, you understand? Then that is perfection of life. So why this when is so important? Because what is there in when? Desire to attain Krishna and His service. When will I attain Krishna? When you serve Krishna nicely, day after day, months after months, year after year, lives after lives, then one day this desire will come. When will I attain Krishna? Is it? When you serve, you become attached to Krishna. When you become attached to Krishna, then you want to meet Him. You want to meet Him, then we will say, when will that day come when I will meet Krishna? When will that day come? I'll weep for Krishna. Because if you weep for Him, He will come and meet you. Simple, no? When child weeps, what the mother does? She goes, takes her in his lap, that's all. When he stops weeping, she will keep back. Simple. So it is like this with us. When we are not weeping, Krishna, okay, you stay here. When we start weeping, He will take us back in Golok. So that's the point. And that when question will come when you are attached to Krishna, no? Otherwise, why will you ask, when will I attain Krishna? If you are not attached, why will you ask this? And that attachment will come when you will serve Him. How? Service with extraordinary efforts. Extraordinary service for extraordinary person. Krishna is extraordinary, no? So you need extraordinary service to please Him. He can't be pleased like that, no? Is it? Krishna can't be pleased like that. So, desire to attain and service. Okay, what is by serving Him, we get desire to attain Him. When we have desire to attain Him, then that day tears will come in eyes, no? Is it? What is the evidence for that? When we serve Him, then we'll get desire to attain Him. Is there any verse for this? What's that? From Gita. Let's stick to Gita. What is the evidence that if when we keep on serving Krishna, we'll get a desire to attain Krishna? We have to provide some shloka for that, no? Anybody? Famous verse. Okay, I'll show you, see. My dear Arjuna, O winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulated principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, develop a desire to see. Okay, fine. No, okay. So, which is it verse?
12.11.
Yes. No. One back. One more back. 12.9. You were near. 12.9. So, what is this Sanskrit verse? Yeah. Madhyogam. Then? No. What's that? Athayatatapi ashakto asi kartum madhyogam asyata. Then? You got me wrong. You are quoting wrong. You are confusing me. Athayatatapi ashakto asi abhyas yogena.
Yeah,
Tato manjva. What's that verse? Full? Yeah. Nai mahisiram. Ata chittam samadhatum na shaknosi mahisiram. Abhyasena yogena mam ichhaptum dhananjaya. So that's the verse. See, develop a desire to attain me. See, it is there, no? In Gita. So what is the goal of serving Him? Why we are serving Him? Why we are serving Krishna? Why we are chanting? Why we are doing all these things? Our goal is to develop a desire to attain Him. Develop a desire to attain Him. That is the purport of this 6th verse. Because when you develop a desire to attain Him, then tears will come in your eyes, no? Where are you, Krishna? You will weep. Otherwise, why you will weep? So, that is of sum and substance of this verse. That is coming from Gita. So, you have to check yourself again and again, okay, whether I am getting a desire to attain Him or not. If not, then what's the conclusion? The conclusion is you are shooting arrows in darkness. That's all. You are following devotion. You are following rules for the sake of following rules. Niyam, agra. You don't understand why you are following rules. It is said in Rupa Goswami says, you are trapped in rules. So you will go to, not to Golok, but Rule Lok. There will all be rules there. Not Golok. So we have to understand what is a goal. Why we are following what we are following. This is Gita. This is not something hi-fi book. This is not Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is not Bhagavatam. If you read Gita, every knowledge is there. So this verse is linked to Shikshashtakam, 6th verse. You see? Enam galata shrudharya. Now you understanding?
Yeah.
Everybody? Not everybody. Anyway. Okay. So, you check your heart every time. What do you desire? What do you desire to attain? You desire to attain TV? Desire to attain clothes, shopping, or Krishna? You have to see what you desire. So whatever you desire, there you will go. Simple. That's all. So that's why if somebody asked Prabhupada, what is devotion? Prabhupada answered many times, many answers. What is Krishna Consciousness? Prabhupada said Krishna Consciousness means sometimes chanting, sometimes dancing, sometimes this, sometimes. One time Prabhupada said Krishna Consciousness means desire. Desire, ultimately desire. Is it? You desire to chant. You desire to serve. You desire to come to this program. You desire to attain Krishna. It's all desire. Our desire, Krishna Consciousness. That matters. And Krishna is sitting in our heart. He's seeing what we desire. Whatever we desire, He'll fulfill that. So you can cheat yourself, but you cannot cheat Krishna. It's impossible. So sometimes we are doing devotion, but our mind gets disturbed. Is it? Is it? No. Many times it happens. No. Our mind gets distracted, disturbed when we are doing devotion. We get stupid thoughts, lust, anger, greed, envy. So many thoughts come out of control. Why it is happening? Because we are desiring. We are desiring wrong things in our mind. We cannot see that, but Krishna can see. And He says, okay, you desire this? Okay, take this. Take this. You want to enjoy this word? Okay, I bless you. And then situation will go out of your control. And you'll be forced to do that. You see? You see what's happening? So that is called desire. There's free will and desire. You know free will, desire? There are two things, free will and desire. What is the difference between free will and desire? Willing and desire.
Willing is a conscious choice. Desire may not be.
No, willing is you will something. For example, okay, fine. I'll give examples. For example, you go to Costco, whatever mall, shopping mall. You go there, and you see some cell phone, new brand. You see, oh, this is nice. That's all you thought. This is nice, and you came back home. So, but then in home you think, yeah, maybe I should have bought that. But then you think, no, I should not think this. It is not. Why should I get? I already have phone. Why should I waste money? And then you leave that thing. It is over. But next time you go to shopping mall, again you see that phone. You say, yeah, I should not get this. But anyway, it's nice. So you come back. And then one of a friend will go, his same phone he'll take out. Yeah, this is, I saw this phone, Like, he has, why don't I have? But then you're a devotee, you say, no, I should not think all this, just forget it. But you know what is happening? Krishna is seeing inside. You are again and again choosing to take it. Although you say no, but at first time what you say? Yes. First time you say yes, then no. Second time you say yes, then no. Third time you say yes, then no. So then Krishna will say, anyway, you want it, no? Why didn't you admit it? So fourth time you say yes, Krishna will bless. Okay, take it. And then you will not be in position to say no. So your free will be changed into desire. Desire is a point of no return. You can't return from it. You are out of control. You're gone. That is called lust, desire. You can't stop it. So, who is the cause of desire? You. Your free will, no? You again and again choosing. And free will is called sankalp, by the way. In Sanskrit, sankalp. This word is coming in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, don't destroy your sankalp. If you destroy your sankalp, for example, if you're getting, suppose Mangal Aarti, you get up in morning. So one day you don't get up. You don't get up. Okay, today I'm tired, I'll not get up. And then you say, okay, no problem. One day you don't get up, then you again getting up. No. One day you missed. So 2 months you're getting up continuous. But you know what happened? Your sankalp got broken. You see, your determination got broken by that one day. But you don't realize that. And then what will happen after 2 months? Again your mind will say, yeah, miss one Mangal Aarti. What's the big thing? Nothing happened. You didn't die at that time. Krishna also didn't become, nothing happened. So you can miss, then you'll miss again. And then one day again you'll miss. Then you will start thinking, it doesn't matter really if I miss. Is it? And then Krishna will bless. Okay, you don't want to get for Mangal Aarti? I bless you. Then you will never be able to get up. It's gone. It's gone. So that's the trick. That is the point. You have to see what you desire. Every moment you have to choose. Free will, choice is there. I want Krishna or not, Krishna or not. And then slowly, I want to do service or I want to enjoy. This is choice, no? So if you keep on desiring service. So yeah, if you keep on choosing service again and again, then slowly that choice will change into desire. Then you start desiring in service, start desiring God. That's point of no return. You become attached to God. See? That is attachment, no? Point of no return. When you become attached to God, then you get tears in your eyes when you chant, Hare Krishna, Krishna, where are you? When will I meet you? When will I meet you? That is this verse, Shikshashtakam. That is this first ray of love of God. This love of God is first ray of love of God. That is not love. That is first ray of love of God. This desire to attain Him. And then you have to continue devotion to mature it. This is not the end. You have to keep on doing. Because the more higher you go, the more the enemy will become strong. Don't think if I am higher, many ways, enemy is weak. The more higher you go, the more Maya will become strong to get you down. So suppose if you reach this platform of desire to attain Krishna, you're not safe still. Because this first ray of love, you have to attain Krishna. That's a perfection. This is the desire to attain Krishna, no? So at this point, Maya will become very strong. And she will do anything to make you fall down. Anything. She will do anything.
Why is Krishna not helping?
Who said he's not helping? I didn't say. He assumed.
Smart question. Intelligent devotee probably.
No, not intelligent. Assumption. So how did you conclude Krishna is not helping? Krishna is helping at every moment. The point is Maya will become stronger. As you become strong, she will become strong. Enemy becomes strong, no? Krishna is helping all the way. That is why we are not falling down. That is why we approach this platform. Otherwise we can't even reach this platform. It's impossible. By Krishna's help only we have advanced, no? How can you say he's not helping? You see? your question, why you asked this question, Krishna is not helping. You know why? Why he asked this question? Okay, that's a question. Yes.
He thinks he attained it by honest.
Yeah. Because we all think.
Your neighbor.
You see, that's a problem with all of us.
It's a mode of goodness, not considering.
So it's problem with all of us. We think by our own effort we are advancing, and then we ask, why Krishna you are not helping? Come on. Who lifted you up? I lifted you up. So that, see, there's a point there. So Krishna is always helping, but the enemy will become strong. When the enemy becomes strong, at this point, if you are sincere, nothing will happen. Krishna is always with you. But if you make even slightest of mistake, enemy is strong. As soon as there's a weak point, he will strike and you're gone. You're gone. That is why the more higher you are, the more you're on risk, in one sense. Just like if you're grhasta, if you're household, you're not that at risk of falling down. Is it? Nobody falls down when you're already fallen. How do you fall down? Where do you fall down? So, anyway, I'm joking. So, but I mean to say this, what do you mean by fall down in household life? Nothing. You're already in household life, you are doing everything what is to be done by ordinary person, just doing some chanting and something, okay, fine. So, fine, that's okay. But for a sannyasi and brahmachari, there is a big risk of falling down. That, if you ask fall down, then for sannyasi and brahmachari, it is evident that they have fallen down, no? You can just, it's fallen. So, and sannyasi and brahmachari are more elevated than household life, no? So the more elevated platform, the more you are at risk. You see, that's the point I'm mentioning. So in household life, you will not know that you are falling. That's my point. It's not that you have fallen. You are all devotees, but it's difficult to know that you are falling down because you're surrounded by these things, no? So and household life, if you are feeling emotionally bankrupt, you have people to talk. Emotionally bankrupt, you understand, no? If you're feeling lonely, so you have wife, children. But if you are sannyasi and brahmachari, if you are feeling lonely, you have nobody. You have only Krishna. And if you have fallen, you lose connection with Krishna, no? And you have nobody to talk. You're lonely. And the next solution for loneliness is?
Maya.
Yeah, you marry. You fall down, no? You fall down to household life. That's fall down, no? Because you're feeling lonely, you have lost connection with Krishna. How do you remain alone all the time? It's difficult, no? You remain alone. Is it? You have to remain alone. You can't keep on talking. So that's the point which I was telling. So the point is, the more higher you climb the mountain, the more it becomes difficult, no? Higher altitude, it becomes more difficult. So the point is, yes, Krishna says, if you serve me, you will develop a desire to attain me. But this is not the end.
But Krishna, does he help Prabhu, like if a person is going higher and higher, there is a risk is involved. But
he is always helping. But if you do stupidity, you will fall down. That's all. Finish.
That means that 100% devotee has to be in this.
The more higher you go, the more attentive you have to be. There is a lot of risk. To be very attentive. Otherwise you will slip. The more higher you go, the more it becomes slope, no? More chance of slipping. So be attentive, that's all.
In video games we see like the attack increases.
Oh yeah, the more, yeah. All this Super Mario and all this. Next stages attack increases, then it becomes more tough, more challenging. In video games.
But then the kids can be better than us, Prabhu.
Perhaps. Okay, you understand this verse is not easy. It's not kids' job. But I'm giving you insight into this. But you are all understanding or not?
Yeah.
So what is the conclusion? Don't advance. So no risk. Is it? That's the solution? No. Somebody can say, it's so risky, high up. Let's don't go, that's all, finish it off. But the point is, if you don't advance, then then either you go up or you go down. So then you will be just into hell. That's all. So you have to keep on going. In spite of all risk, you have to keep on going. Because it's not a bad bargain. In spite of all risk, at the end, who will you meet? Krishna. Eternity, eternal life. No birth, no disease, no death. So it's not a bad bargain. It's not bad to take this much risk for this much gain. No. So it's a good business. Prabhupada says it's a good business. Prabhupada said in one of his lecture, it is a good business. Prabhupada used to say. Otherwise, anyway, you are doomed. That's all.
There was one example given that if you're going against the river, you have to keep walking. If you stand at one place, then...
if you go here. Yeah, you're right. Okay, fine. So that is why this is said by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is Prabhupada is quoting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Ante Leela. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, without love of God, my life is useless. Therefore, I pray to you to accept me as your servant. Give me the salary of ecstatic love of God. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita. So this is this verse. When a devotee gets a desire to attain God, he chants Hare Krishna and tears come in his eyes. And his voice starts choking. He can't speak properly. And then he prays like this to Krishna. So I told you that stage is first ray of love. And then he prays, without love, I pray to accept me as your servant and give me the salary of ecstatic love of God. What do you mean by this statement? This is Chaitanya Charitamrita.
This is Krishna Prema.
Yeah, give me the salary of love of God. Why is he saying like that?
It's a fruit.
Huh?
It's a servant. Is he paying?
By salary, what's this? Why he wants salary as love of God?
In return of chanting, he's like asking for his
Why?
mercy.
No, you're right, but why? Why do you want love? Why salary of love of God? Why he's not saying I don't want anything? That's a good thing, no? That's a better prayer.
Our desire is to attain him, so.
So yeah.
So that he can
That's
serve
why.
him properly.
Okay.
So because we are Satchidananda, everybody need Ananda. So
No.
love of God is our param goal,
You're going wrong track.
So
We are not here for Ananda.
love of God, meant to say.
But so you see, he is saying, accept me as your servant and give me love of God. See, this kind of prayer will come in your heart at that platform when you're chanting with tears, when you're chanting with desire to attain him. Mahaprabhu prays. You know what's the point here? Why he is saying, give me love of God? Because he is saying, Krishna, I know myself. I know me. I'll leave you. I'm stupid. But if you give me love of God, I'll not leave you. I'm bonded, no?
Right.
And even if I leave you, if I have love, you will not leave me. So I'm safe. My service is always protected. I'll keep on serving you. You understand? That is why he wants love. Because he doesn't want to lose service. First of all, he's praying, you accept me as your servant. And Krishna accepts him as servant and then he loses his service. What's the point? Is it Krishna accepts you as a servant? You become secretary of Obama. You put so many petitions. Like 10 years you have been putting petitions. I want to become secretary of Obama. And after 10 years Obama says, okay, accept it. You become secretary of Obama. And the next day you're fired. What's happening, It's a stupid, then you feel stupid. Or next day you leave yourself. 10 years you are though. So that's the point. So he's accepting. So he wants to make sure
God loves him.
that his prayer is protected. Yeah, you accept me as a servant. His prayer doesn't go waste. Otherwise it will go waste. If he doesn't have love, either he will leave or Krishna will leave. If you don't have love, then small mistake he will leave, no? But you have love, if you even do small mistake, Krishna will forgive, no? Because Krishna loves you now. You see? Is it? So love is very important to continuously serve Krishna. Without love, we will not be able to continuously serve him. It's difficult. That's why he says, give me love of God. Setting love of God. And that's there in this prayer. And then I think it's almost over. Okay. So we read this verse. Mahaprabhu says, when will tears come in my eyes? When will hair stand? What are these? These are external symptoms of love of the ray of love of God. The desire to attain God is in heart, and externally how it manifests? Through tears. Is it? I can't say to somebody, Krishna, I have so much desire to attain you, but I don't have even a single tear in my eyes. Doesn't make any sense, no? Is it? Doesn't make any sense. You don't see any movie like Romeo and Juliet. They are like, where is Romeo, where is Juliet? And nobody is weeping. Both are laughing. She's laughing there, she's laughing there. It doesn't happen. It's like crazy. So the point is, these are external symptoms. And these symptoms are important. Why do we want tears in eyes? Why? Why we are hoping for that day when tears will come in my eyes, when my hairs will stand? Why do we want that? Why? Everything should have logic, no? Okay, Krishna will come in front of you and he'll say, Krishna, I want the day, I want to pray to you. When will that day come? Please tell me when I will chant and I will have tears in my eyes. Krishna will say, why do you want tears? Then what will you answer?
That's a happiness. Because of happiness he gets tears. He needs that.
Well, Krishna is asking you, why you want tears? Now what's your answer?
Want to be emotionally attached.
You can become emotionally attached without tears. Krishna says, okay, don't have tears, but you will be attached. Now what?
The love of God. Those who create different things.
Presence of Krishna.
Well, Krishna will say, I know you love me. So why do you want tears?
That's a proof of love of God.
Well, Krishna knows, no? Krishna doesn't need proof.
It's like suppose a father and his daughter, so something is happening, they cry for each other. That is.
So what?
I mean, like I don't cry for.
See, you know what? You have to give me logic, not emotions. I need logic of emotions. I don't need emotions. What's the logic?
So when the
It's a simple question. Krishna is telling, why do you want this? Everything Krishna asks, why? You can't do anything just like that. Why do you want this?
Because if devotee cries, Krishna also cries.
You want to make Krishna cry? Or?
In a way.
It's not good.
In a way, then you know that.
No, not in a way. This is wrong.
That's the goal.
So, why? Because ornaments. You see, if your wife, anyway, she's beautiful, you love her. You know that she's beautiful, you love her. But still, wife will do makeup and she will be dressed nicely, you know? Because you know she's beautiful, that's why you married her. But when she does makeup and whatever she decorates, she becomes more beautiful, no? It adds to the beauty. That is ornament. So these symptoms, tears, this is ornament. We are like wife, for example. And Krishna knows we love him. Krishna knows we have desire to attain him in our heart. He knows everything. But when tears come, for Krishna, tears are like kajal. You see, that hair standing on the body, it is like sari. So it is like decoration. Krishna likes these ornaments. Krishna likes to see when devotee has tears. He has this. So that is bhushanam. Bhushanam, you understand? Ornaments. That is decoration of a devotee. That is what Bhaktivinoda Thakur also sings. that for a Vaishnav, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, for devotee, my decoration, my makeup is tears, hair standing on end. You see, that if Krishna asks, why do you want this? Then devotee can say, yes, Krishna, because I will look beautiful in your eyes. And he will become happy. Is it? That is the answer. It is ornaments. But the point is, ornaments, if somebody dies and you put ornaments on him, on her, will she be beautiful or ugly? A female is dead and then you take her to beauty parlor and a dead female you put all makeup, lipstick, everything. She'll look more horror picture, you know. So the point is, without life, ornaments has no value. Without the desire to attain Krishna, no value of tears. But with the desire, it adds to value. You understand? So that's why you want this. You should be ready with answers. Krishna will ask you questions. See? He'll ask. Because if you don't answer, this means you're not clear. If you don't answer, the point is, it is not that you're not clear. It is that you don't have any realizations. That is why you don't have answer, no? So if you don't have realizations, this means you're not at that platform of love of God. Go back. If you have realizations, answer is, you know things. You know. It's happening with you. You see? That's why he will question. He will not question to know himself. He will question to make you realize that you don't know. It's like I am doing. The point is, please read Prabhupada books. See, a whole seminar is based on one statement of Prabhupada. See, one statement I quoted, no? Initially. That's one statement I quoted. And just from one statement of Prabhupada, this whole explanation. And if you read everything, what you will get? Okay, so these are ornaments. This female example I gave. Dead body I gave. Okay. So, everybody wants to come to America. You need visa, no? So that these crying, tears, externally tears in the eyes, and internally the desire to attain him. See, external symptom of advancement is tears, chanting. Internal symptom of advancement of chanting is desire to. Now you understand? It clubs together. So when these both come together, external symptom and internal symptom, then you get a visa to go to Golok Vrindavan. Otherwise you don't get visa. You have to pass both external symptom and internal symptom. Externally you should have tears, hair standing on end. Internally you should have desire to attain Krishna. And then you achieve to the platform of sixth verse of Shikshashtakam. So Prabhupada says here, this is from Nectar of Devotion, chapter 9. Prabhupada writes, now you see, I'll read for you. In other words, one should learn how to cry for Lord. See? One should learn how to cry for Lord. How do you learn how to cry for Lord?
By chanting Hare Krishna.
Desire.
Yes, by chanting, by doing service. When you keep on serving, you become attached. When you become attached, you develop a desire to attain Him. When you develop a desire to attain Him, then you start crying. So one should learn how to cry for Lord. This statement doesn't mean that you start artificially crying. Now what you are doing? I'm trying, I'm learning, you know. It's not that way learning. One should learn medicine. How do you do that? There are 5 years, no? First year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. Then you become doctor. You see? That's what he's saying. One should learn how to cry for Lord. One should learn this small technique. He should be very eager and actually cry to become engaged in particular type of service. This is called lolyam, greed. And such tears are prized for the highest perfection. If one develops this lolyam means excessive eagerness for meeting and serving the Lord in a particular way. So when you become attached to God, you develop a greed to meet him. Is it? That's greed, no? Krishna, when will I meet you? When will I serve you personally? He will be sitting in front of you and I will be serving him. So that greed is a price to enter into the kingdom of, it's written, everybody can see? You can't see. You can stand up and see. Nobody is stopping you. The point is to see. So it is there. If one develops this lolyam or excessive eagerness for meeting, this is in between here. Excessive eagerness for meeting, serving Lord in particular way, that is the price to enter into kingdom of God. That is why I said that this crying is called, what is it called? Visa. You get visa and then you go. No. This is said by Prabhupada. Otherwise, there is no material calculation for the value of the ticket by which one can enter kingdom of God. There is no way you can enter kingdom of God. The only price for such entrance is this lolyam, lalsamai, desire of great eagerness. So, by all your chanting, all your service, whatever you do, you should get this greed to meet Krishna. Desire to attain him. That was Bhagavad Gita, I quoted, 12:9. That is this verse, Nayanam Galata Shrudharya. So, if Krishna comes and asks you, why are you weeping? Why tears are in your eyes? You can say to Krishna, Krishna, because I have a desire. And that is making me cry. I'm out of control. What is a desire? A desire is to attain you. I want to attain you. I want to meet you someday. Why you want to meet me? Because I'm attached to you. Why you attached to me? Because I'm a servant. I want to serve you. I've been serving you whole life. And I've been serving you with extraordinary efforts. I left my friends, I left my name, fame, I left my money, I left my career, I left everything. I left my sleep, I left my hunger, and 24 hours I was trying to serve you. And I'm attached to you. I want to serve you. I want to keep on serving you. If you keep on serving Krishna, you will keep on serving Krishna. You will want to keep on serving Krishna because you will be addicted to service. Whatever you do, you will be addicted, no? So that addiction is called eagerness. You become addicted to service, you become addicted to Krishna, you want to meet him. Then you can't stay in this world. Just like Sita. Sita was kidnapped by Ravan. And where she was put? Ashok Vatika. No? And what she was doing there? Dancing? Kirtanam? Mirdanga Kartal? She was simply weeping. When will Lord Ram come? No. She was not eating, she was not sleeping, she couldn't do anything. She was simply weeping. When will I meet Ram? So she is teaching us how you can meet Krishna. But the point here is this. Tears will fill his eyes, he will be unable to chant Mahamantra, his heart will throb in ecstasy. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says one should not imitate this. You can't imitate this platform. Is it? But a devotee should long for the day to come when such symptoms of trance will automatically appear in his body. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 9.51. Prabhupada is writing. The point is to achieve to this stage, it's very difficult, no? Is it? Desire to attain Krishna. Tears in your eyes. It's impossible. It seems impossible for us now. No? Like people like us who can't even chant 2 rounds properly. It seems impossible. But nothing is impossible for Krishna. That's also there. He can make impossible possible. He can do. But he will do that if you show him sincerity. He will not do for everybody impossible possible. He's not stupid. No. So he will do that. Although it is impossible for us to achieve this stage, but he will make it happen for us. If we are sincere, if we are putting extraordinary efforts, he will do for us. And this will be the gift to us. This desire to attain him is a gift. He will give you a gift. Okay, now I give you a gift. Desire to attain me. And you advance. Now you advance. So, this is said by Prabhupada. Worship, don't imitate. That stage of Nayanan Galata Shrudharya, that's a goal. and we fix our eyes on the goal and we worship that platform. That is a very high goal. But one day I want to achieve that platform. Why you want to achieve that platform? Because that platform is really a platform to jump to love of God. No, it's a platform to come there, and then you go to kingdom of God. Otherwise you can't enter, you can't serve Him personally. That's why that's a need, that's a necessity of life. This desire to attain Him. Without that we are at risk, because we can desire anything. Is it? So we want that, then our life will become perfect. Hare Krishna. That's this verse all about. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This will help you to understand everything what I have said. If you chant properly. Chant properly. Okay. Hare Krishna. Any questions? I'll stop here now. It's done.
He's the best question.
Yeah, any questions? We were discussing, but anyway.
You said that desire is a point one of no return, and once the free will goes into desire, then
you're forced, yeah.
So that verse Apuryamanam Achala Pratishtam, he says that desires enter like rivers into sea, but
yeah, actually those desires are like very weak desires. Actually desires come, but because devotee is satisfied, he will not be affected by those desires. So desires from previous lives, no? Strong desires. The desires you have not formed now, but previous life desires comes, which are already formed. But because you are perfectly satisfied, nothing affects you. That's the point there. Is it? Previous habits, no problem. It's a point of no return, but because you're connected with God, nothing happens. That's the point. You're like ocean. You got it?
Anybody on the call has any questions?
Like how can we use anger, Prabhu? Like
Anger?
Disturbance.
Anger you can use. You can use anger. You preach to atheists and be angry on them. You are nonsense people. Surrender to Krishna. You can use anger to counteract wrong ideas. Is it? You can angry to counteract wrong ideas. Let's say Prabhupada in preaching was very angry. Prabhupada was saying, no, you rascals, you cats and dogs, you this, you that, everything. He was very angry, no? So to help people, to cut wrong ideas. Because if you don't cut wrong ideas, innocent people get confused. Is it? Ignorant people get confused. So that's important. That's how you can use anger. Otherwise, there's no way.
Anybody on the call has any questions?
No questions. Okay, so it's done. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shikshashtakam ki jai.